Okay, folks, this is the part two of the conversation today. Yeah, I get a bit of hot, a bit hot just now. So wearing this damn thing, right? I was cold, because it's getting colder here. But then suddenly, maybe in my excitement talking about the issues, I get hot here anyway. So yep. So not wearing the hat now. So now I'm going to talk about the UTM circular. Okay. Aha. So basically, the circular says, okay. I will read it later. Uh, UTM actually claim kenyataan itu merujuk kepada pertikaian yang tercetus di laman sosial berhubung memo peraturan kebudayaan dan kesenian di UTM yang tidak membenarkan kumpulan budaya luar dibawa masuk ke kampus kecuali dengan kebenaran Naib Chancellor. Okay. Menurutnya, aktiviti kebudayaan dan kesenian di UTM dianjurkan dengan menitik beratkan kesederhanaan, adab dan saling menghormati dengan kepekaan terhadap kepelbagaian budaya warga kampus. Now, matlamatnya ialah untuk membentuk sahsiah dan disiplin diri. Okay? Memupuk kreativiti, inovasi dan kepimpinan, menggalakkan kesejahteraan diri, menyuburkan kecermalangan ilmu melalui seni dan budaya, serta memperkukuhkan identiti budaya UTM sebagai institusi yang eksklusif. Okay, so ini UTM punya penerangan lah selepas kena break back kan daripada ramai orang lah tentang flyer. Adakah betul apa yang mereka cakap ni? Kononnya lah. Ni saya nak bacakan lah apa yang peraturan kebudayaan dan kesenian di UTM. Kegiatan kebudayaan dan kesenian di UTM akan mematuhi garis panduan yang diterapkan seperti berikut. A. Persembahan kebudayaan bercorak percampuran jantina tidak dibolehkan. Okay. B. Setiap persembahan kebudayaan haruslah mempunyai sifat sederhana dari segi kebisingan, gaya persembahan dan memasukkan unsur-unsur sains dan teknologi dalam persembahan. C. Pakaian semasa persembahan kebudayaan hendaklah menutup aurat dan bersesuaian mengikut konteks persembahan. D. Pemilihan irama muzik mestilah berirama lembut, kemelayuan. Nasib baik aku tak cakap perkataan yang satu lagi tu kan. Dan memenuhi cita rasa. Okay. E. Setiap persembahan kebudayaan hendaklah tidak melanggar tata tertib, sentiasa bermoral tinggi dan tidak ada unsur-unsur khurafat yang bertentangan dengan agama Islam. F. Setiap persembahan kebudayaan yang diadakan di waktu malam hendaklah dimulakan selepas solat Isyak dan tidak boleh dianjurkan pada hari Khamis, malam Jumaat, pada bulan puasa dan pada hari kebesaran Islam yang lain. Okay, and then G. Tidak membenarkan kumpulan budaya luar dibawa masuk ke kampus kecuali dengan kebenaran Naib Chancellor. H. Persembahan kebudayaan kumpulan wanita hendaklah untuk tontonan wanita. Dan I. Peraturan-peraturan lain yang ditetapkan dari masa ke semasa. Okey. So ini adalah arahan daripada UTM. UTM ni University Technology Malaysia. Okay. university technology. Hmm. Okay, my friend Dr. Sharifah Munira Alatas ya telah memanggil circular ini sebagai satu tindakan regresif ya. Ah, ke belakang kan, mereka pergi ke belakang daripada ke hadapan. Okey. Seperti yang dia cakap lah kan. uh, daripada apa universiti ni, inilah dia universiti kat Malaysia ni kan, we have a serious issue lah. This political Islam has already infiltrating um, many of our higher education institution. For the benefit of people who don't understand what I've read, this university in Malaysia is called UTM. They have set down rules. If anyone wants to show cultural performance or artistic performance in the college, in the university, they have to follow these rules. And all these rules is actually on the basis of their Islamic view. There's no other way. It has to be based on that, especially the part where, if it's a women performance, it has to be only being shown or seen by women only. As Dr. Sharifah Munira already said, it is a very regressive kind of instruction. How are the students going to progress with innovating new ideas if you actually control them and tell them what they can do and what they cannot do? And based on your so-called moral values, okay? There are so many things this higher UTM could have done, and all of the other higher institutions. As it is, I think Malaysian higher institutions or the so-called universities, probably have lost their standards with regards to the quality of their professors. They came up with, ideas that Malay can fly. We teach the Romans how to build the ship. Not the sheep, the ship, okay? So all these kind of people that they put into these so-called universities in Malaysia, I can guarantee Malaysians product or the youngsters that came out from these universities are going to be rubbish quality. Okay, instead of giving all these, they should actually concentrate on the quality of the graduates that they produce. As it is, we have seen a lot of the graduates are very poor quality. They have no critical thinking. There's something seriously wrong in our universities, in Malaysian universities. Okay, instead of trying to improve the quality of the students, no, they come out with all this rubbish, controlling what the students can and cannot do, and based on their moral religious values. I have a problem with that, because to me, your religious it has, whatever you feel about your religion, it has to be personal. You shouldn't get it involved in education. You shouldn't get it involved in government policies. You should not try to impose your religious beliefs on others. Yeah, the Melayu, of course, will be so happy. The Melayu yang tak gunakan otak mereka lah kan. Ramai Melayu yang setuju dengan saya juga. Kalau tak setuju tak apa, no problem. But kau tengoklah nanti rakyat Malaysia nanti di masa hadapan tidak laku di global lah, di dunia, kerana kualiti tu tak ada. Okay, so itulah dia jenis apa student graduate yang kita akan keluarkan kan. Kononnya bermoral tinggi. Adakah kalau ikut Islamic punya, kamu punya Islamic moral value, itu moral tinggi lah. Kalau ikut the Taoist punya moral value, tak moral tinggi. Kalau Hindu punya moral value, tak moral tinggi. So apa yang kamu buat, cakap ni semua, halangan ni semua adalah mengikut kamu punya Islamic version. So you are controlling the students, to follow your religious values. This is the direction. As I've said many times, long time ago, our higher institution have been infiltrated by these Islamophysists who wants to brainwash our youngsters, who wants to control our youngsters, and this is condoned by our government. Okay, this is why we need to change. Otherwise, the problem is we are going to produce what kind of graduates, what kind of people in Malaysia. As I just read this article to say that is it in Pakistan, they have arrested a few terrorists or ideas or whatever, and then they say that is related to operatives in Malaysia. I am not surprised, to be honest, because this is the kind that Malaysians are breeding this type of people. And I worry for the future of Malaysia. I really don't care about your religious moral values. Keep it to yourself. If you believe in it, you practice it, but you don't try and impose it on others. Okay, you are stopping the students from their creativity, their ideas, by limiting what they can and cannot do. Telling them all this rubbish, all the rules that you set down. We need to look at all these people who are heading our local universities. What type of people are they? Seriously, because if you want to follow this, many of the cultural things done by other races, by the Dayak especially, can you imagine? They are like separuh bogel kan? That's their cultural. When they dance, they wear these clothes. That shows their cultural dressing, and so that won't be allowed because to these moral crusaders in UTM, these are not acceptable kind of dressing. It's incredible the mindset that we have right now in Malaysia. I really hope that it's not going to go further down the shithole. Otherwise, there's no help for the future of Malaysia. But yeah, of course, they want Malaysia to be an Islamic state. They want a full Sharia, hudud, everything. But these idiots, they should look at other countries that have run these things, and they're never successful. Okay, they are always the people who are the elite will not suffer, but you, mostly majority of Muslims who are poor, who are not rich enough, okay, you are the one who's going to suffer. Okay, faham tak? Orang di negara so-called yang memaksa orang mengikut so-called dia punya undang-undang agama dia, di negara tersebut memang tidak maju. Siapa yang akan ditekan adalah orang-orang di bawah. Orang-orang yang atas-atas, elit-elit ni, kamu ingat mereka akan kena? Mereka tak kena. Kamu duduk di Syariah Court itu satu hari, kamu akan tengok jenis Melayu mana yang selalu kena hukum. Yang kaya raya, yang ada pangkat, yang ada nama, ada title, mereka tidak akan masuk Syariah Court walaupun mereka membuat benda yang sama juga. Okay, so itulah dia saya nak cakap ya. Orang Melayu kena bangkit dari tidur mereka sebab undang-undang ini dibuat untuk kontrol kita ya, ataupun arahan dia nak brainwash kita. Tetapi Melayu elit tidak akan kena hukum. Melayu elit akan lepas sebab mereka ada title, mereka ada duit, mereka ada pangkat, jadi mereka boleh lepas. Jadi kalau kamu nak kena kena tekan oleh Melayu-Melayu elit ini, kamu setujulah dengan benda-benda yang mereka nak buat. Saya tak setuju pasal saya tahu yang mereka akan lepas, kita yang akan kena. Of course, macam saya akan lawan lah. Of course, ya. Tetapi berapa ramai orang Melayu yang berani lawan di mahkamah. Satu pasal duit, pasal tidak ada akses kepada peguam. Mereka tak ada duit kan. Tetapi itulah dia. Saya harap orang-orang Melayu akan membuka mata mereka dan membuka minda mereka bahawa apa yang mereka buat sekarang ini adalah untuk mengawal kita, kontrol kita, supaya kita jangan melawan mereka. Kalau kita minda kita terbuka, kita akan berani lawan kan, sebab kita tahu apa yang mereka buat adalah tidak baik untuk kita dan adalah untuk kontrol kita ya. Semua dia tak nak bagi kita berfikir lebih panjang. Jadi mereka kata, saya tahu ada ramai ustaz kata, oh jangan apa Islam ni kamu jangan soal. Tetapi dalam Quran kata kamu kena guna otak, akal untuk baca sendiri. Faham sendiri agama kamu. Jangan kata kamu perlu guru. Tak ada. No such thing. There is no medium person in Islam, okay? You and your God, and you want to know your religion, you read the Quran and you understand it, okay? So I reject this kind of enforcement by the religious authorities and the government. I reject this control over me as a Muslim in Malaysia, okay? Thank you very much.